if there's someone in my life that can be my rock, yung kaya ko. Laging sinasabi sa akin ng parents ko, dapat yung lalaki sa'yo, yung kaya ka. Ano kaya ibig sabihin ng kaya ko? Bakit ano ba ako? Parang gano'n.
First, I asked myself, do you love her? Do you want her in your life? And then I said yes. So, ba't pa natin ito pinapatagal?
Before I met David, as a 22-something-year-old, I think, I was busy with JCI, just, letting my kid self be, younger self be. I was mostly focused on my business, trying to find what I really wanted to do.
I was in a relationship that wasn't growing anymore. So I had to indulge myself to things to really get to know myself more. That's why I joined JCI Manila. I was about 33, 34 years old already that time. And I knew that I had to make a move to really set the direction in terms of where I will bring my life.
I was fine with everything that I had then. There wasn't anything that I thought would be missing. Maybe there were questions here and then about what if there's someone in my life that can be my rock. Yung kaya ko. Laging sinasabi sa akin ng parents ko, dapat yung lalaki sa'yo, yung kaya ka. Ano kaya ibig sabihin ng kaya ko? Bakit ano ba ako? Parang ganon. So, yeah, back then I was like, I was okay. I've always been independent. So, I couldn't say I was sad. I was happy with how I was.
Not Q4 of 2013, probably Q1 of 2014. But it was a GMM, so it was a formal event that was hosted by JCI Manilena. I remember that was in Mandarin. We went there as guests of JCI Manilena, and so that's where I met her. That's where I first saw her.
And suddenly, these two guys came up, him and his good friend John. Hey, what's up? You guys want a drink? Mga ganyan.
I was with my good friend John during that time, and I kind of tapped his shoulder and pointed toward the direction of Janine. And then sabi lang niya, anong gagawin natin? Alam mo na. So that's why we blatantly approached her.
Yun, parang okay, sige, hi, hello, Padamir, ganyan. Yeah, so that was the night I met David and JCI.
Yeah, but she really looked very youthful. She looked very innocent with how physically she looks. And looking at her from afar, I see her very engaging. I see her very confident. She won't hold back herself in terms of talking to much older people. So that caught my attention.
He was a stand-up guy. Not just because naka-formal siya and all, but we had a very good conversation. We were able to talk all through the night. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but I remember we were talking a lot that entire night. That led to me telling him na I was a headhunter back then.
Maybe she had me as her subject for her profession, no? And started telling, and she started telling about her job as a headhunter.
Parang, baka you want to move jobs, ganyan. Small talk ng trabaho. And so apparently, he was open.
She asked permission if she could try to source me to a different for opportunities out there. So I agreed. So I said yes, why not? At the back of my head, it was like an entry point of trying to get to know her better.
Long story short, he landed a new job because of my referral.
I was able to bank a new job, and because of that, I used it as a reason for me to invite her, and to invite her for dinner as a gesture of gratitude, just to say thank you for landing me a new job.
We started with, I want to take you out for dinner, just as thank you. for helping me find this new job and things like that. And in-ignore ko yun for the longest time. Mga 2 or 3 times siya nagtatanong.
It took several attempts until she gave in to my invitation.
Kasi in my mind, I didn't really think of it romantically or whatever. Parang, hindi na kailangan. Then finally, I don't know why, I just gave in, I think, 2nd or 3rd try. Like, okay, let's have dinner. And then having that dinner, sino ba tong guy na to? Dalawa-dalawang cellphone, parang sobrang busy, and parang, I was so curious about who he was.
And basically, just let things happen the way it should happen.
There was something so intriguing about David, especially the first time we went out. Dapat thank you dinner yon. He was so open to listening. Parang he's also so curious about me. Na parang, parang we carry good conversation. Ang dami namin na pag-uusapan. Whether mababaw or malalim. And at that moment, I guess, parang nag-gets ko yung sinabi ng parents ko na kailangan yung kaya ka. I was only, 22, 23? Something like that.
I got surprised with her independence, with her vibrance, with her confidence. So, that really attracted me. But going to that phase, since I know that I was of age already, I had in mind, where I want to be honest here, right? So, I really wanted someone who is really younger than me. Because on top of the physiological aspect, it's more of like bringing that youthfulness back to my life.
But I knew what I wanted for my life then wasn't just, parang kailangan may ganito ako physically, may mga ganyan. I wanted something bigger that I couldn't really open up so much to other people. And he understood that. And it wasn't so much because of him being older than me. But he really genuinely took interest in me, which for me was, sweet. All throughout our relationship, I think that moment really defined how we were as a couple. We're very private. We don't share so much about our intimate moments, our dates, ganyan. But when it's us together, nagkakaintindihan kami. And at that time, when he was asking me to be officially his girlfriend, he really said those words, I think, "Will you be officially my girlfriend?" Parang ganon.
First, I asked myself, you love her? Do you want her in your life? And then I said yes. So, ba't pa natin ito patagal?
That one felt sure. Saying yes to him felt so sure.
So, I invited her. We went to Tagaytay. As usual, we always enjoy a couple of rounds of drinks. And then, that was July 12. And then, we stayed up until maybe around 2 o'clock. So, after 12 o'clock, then I said, you know what? I'm happy with you. I feel comfortable being with you. And I love you. So why not ask you to be my girlfriend?
At that point, I wasn't ready eh. But then, at that moment, I felt that hindi niya nakaya and he just said it. Na parang, wala eh. I want to be with you. Parang ganun yung dating sa akin. Na parang,
Oh, she got shocked. But I returned back the question. It's just a simple yes or no.
I was also asking myself, should I say it back? Should I say it now? Because I knew I had strong feelings for him. Pero I said na I wanted the next one to be so sure.
I wouldn't pursue someone if I didn't have a good chance.
It really didn't take long naman din for me to tell David that I loved him after he did. Kasi parang, wag na nga natin patagalin, wag na natin extend. my friends were all like, wala siyang Facebook, wala siyang Instagram, wala tayong hahanapan kung ano talaga, sino siya, and things like that. Ano na, parang ganun. So, lahat kami parang, oh, sige, so ano nga ba, bakit question mark nga na ganun? He's at a marrying age at that time, he was still single, parang bakit ganun? But then, against all of that, or even my mom saying na, sure ka ba? Baka mamaya may asawa yan, ganyan-ganyan. But, no and I don't regret it. 7 years after. No matter how private we still are, na magugulat pa yung iba, oh, may boyfriend ka pala.
When we got together already, so we got together and then I had a new job, my friends would tease me. Nagkaroon ka na ng bagong girlfriend, lumaki pa sweldo mo.
I'm still very happy with how strong and profound our relationship is. Iyak na ako. Arte!
Build a world that you can call home. Use your hands and make it beautiful. Words to frame the mind and heal the soul.